You are by far the most excruciating, difficult, stubbornly obnoxious woman I've ever met in my entire life. I fucking love you.
Oh, he's so sensitive. He's romantic. I bet he's sweet, right? Well, I mean, yeah. When he's not being an emotional fucking terrorist.
Oh. I love the way you see the world, Marie.
Right ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's up, JD? How you doing? I mean, John David. How you doing, sir?
Nah, JD's fine, man. All good, man. How are you, man?
I gotta ask, man. I mean, this might be the easiest question to ask. You know, how great is Zendaya? I mean, like she's like the maturity, everything of her, like on set, like you've had like a front row seat. And I know in a previous article you said how she's had a little bit more experience on screen because she started so young. But
Mhm.
how great is she right now? Like, how much is this like a moment for her?
I think we're all experiencing the greatness, as you say. I think this is a woman that in any era she would be shining just like she is now. She has this classic grace about her that could like that would exist, that she would be thriving in the silent films era too. It's a lot of times when she doesn't even, when she has no dialogue, there's still a story there she's telling. And it's beyond the looks and the glamour and the beauty and all that. There's something there's a story that she tells with great depth. There's something about her ability to tell the truth. I mean, before I met her, seeing Euphoria, I was thinking to myself watching Euphoria, like, okay, this woman, she done been through something before. It's like, what happened to her is what I kept thinking. Like, so I'm assuming she drinks a little something, smokes, like gets to it. You're like, oh, she must have dug from something. And she's like, clean. Never smoked a drink a day in her life. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? Like that was acting. Like, you can't. Where'd that come from then? So the versatility, I think we are slowly catching up to. The world is, and we're talking about thinking about versatility and thinking about not being in a box. I mean, from where she started to where she is now, to me, that's depth. That's to be able
Yeah.
to transition in each phase of your life and be believable. That's hard to do. Like a child actor, child star. You think about like a Michael Jackson, for example, going from the Jackson 5 to Bad. I mean, to beat it, it's like, yo, that's extremely difficult to do, and she's doing it beautifully.
Wow. Is black and white coming in style? I mean, back in style because I mean, with the Mank and this and WandaVision and the
40-year old.
artist and Roma, it seems like over the last several years we've had like this refascination with black and white movies, and I wonder just from a creative side, like what story does the black and white tell? Like what character is that in this movie?
Well, to me, in our film, I can't speak to others. I saw Mank, 40-year-old version was beautiful films to me. To me, though, in our film, it honestly, just from an actor's perspective, it's like we're front and center. The filmmaker, Marcel, our DP, are basically telling us, y'all gonna have to make some plays out here. Y'all gonna have to keep our interest. We'll set you up. They got some great camera work and the movements. They thought they captured our rhythm beautifully as African American artists. But at the end of the day, it's on the performers. It's a truly character driven story. And the black and white aspect um, highlights that. It almost suspends this I don't know, this wanting or needing to know where we are exactly. What part of what time what year was this? Is this before? Is this a pandemic movie? I don't think so. They went to a party. It really just being the film being in black and white makes us sit with these two people in the Caterpillar house somewhere in somewhere in California. We are, nothing else matters. We are isolated. We are just isolated from the world, and we are sitting with these people. I think it concentrates the story even more so, which is sort of it can be contradictory because some could say it makes it slower, it makes it this or that. But to me, it is the engine. To
Yeah,
me, it's the
yeah.
engine.
When you look at the story and you see like all the elements that goes behind the scenes of this uh fictional director character that you're playing. I wonder, just as an actor, like how much does the exterior play into your performance? Like how much does whatever relationships you're going through or whatever else that's going on play into your performance when you come on screen? Because it seems like this is like essential for this director, which I know is like a different element, but like
Mm.
how does that play into, like, I know you can't speak for every actor, but how does like your outside world make your performance different on screen?
Well, I outsource quite a bit. I think about my experiences. My sister, who was a producer on this film, has gone through being a black woman behind the scenes. How hard it is. I think about like an Alfred Woodard. She's been putting great work. She's one of my favorite actresses. I mean, she's so versatile as well. She's multidimensional. She can make you laugh, cry, and be disgusted in the same film. Like
Yeah.
I'm thinking about what are some of her frustrations. I think about some of Denzel Washington's frustrations, Morgan Freeman's. They came up in another era. Spike Lee's frustrations, who we mentioned in the film, in the '90s and the '80s, and even before that, of what it's like being an African American artist. I think about those things and what might be said behind closed doors or in the comfort in the comforts of their own home. And to be able to say these words, um, to I think every artist, every chef, every creative can relate to not wanting to be put in a box, and that's just bottom line, and that's what he's dealing with. That's what Malcolm's dealing with. Identity is another thing that I can relate to. Is the reason I do what I do. Is the reason I played football was to have my own identity. The reason I wasn't doing press early on was to form my own identity. I just want the work to be shown, and I don't want it to be about anything else. I know it's inevitable, but at least I can establish myself, and I'm still trying to do that. But like he's screaming about identity, and in some ways, I guess I still am as well.
Speaking of football, I know the Rams got it handed to them today, and I wonder, like you being, you know, ex college and ex professional football player, does that bug ever hit you now? I mean, I know you're past the running back prime age either way, but do you ever just think about, like, what could have been on the football on the gridiron when you watch these things, or is it just something in the past now for you?
God bless the brothers, man. God bless those young men on the gridiron Sunday, giving it up. I just putting it all on the line, especially during the playoffs. I don't miss it. I miss the camaraderie. I do miss certain aspects of it, but ultimately, I feel for them. It is so freaking dangerous. It's so dangerous.
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe. I knew why I was doing it, so I had different motivations why I was able to endure certain injuries and ailments because of what I was on a mission for. But this is what I wanted to do the whole time, and it took that to get me to where I am now. But I love football. I think it's the greatest game on the planet, and I love the lessons it taught me. I love how it brought people from all different walks of life that may think one way about a certain type of person, a certain issue, whatever, political, whatnot, and they can grow from that and learn something from somebody else.
Yeah.
And in sport and trying to accomplish a goal, a team goal, which is to win. And it's done some beautiful things. There's a lot of humanity in the sport, in the game. I'm not going to say the business necessarily, but in the sport and in the game. And I am pro player always.
I gotta wonder, when I look at, your family, I imagine that you guys, like the Currys or the O'Bannons or the Baldwins or all these families that have all these talented individuals in them, and I wonder, just from an insider perspective, when you look at performances by Olivia or Pauletta or Denzel, like what's your favorite performance by each of them? Like, what if you would think, like what was there, what
Cool.
stands out for you?
Olivia did this short. She plays like she's in the nation, and I think that was in black and white too. And it was I was I was speechless. I mean, she held every frame. She has this ability that I wish I had. Like she can tell, like Zendaya too. Like she can tell a story without saying a word. Like she is so powerful on screen. My sister Olivia, like she's incredible. I saw her on stage, Glass Menagerie. same thing. So now I'm thinking, all right, not only can she do it on screen, she can do it on stage too. Sometimes you can't do both. One, might be a better theater actor than you are film and TV. Well, she has it all in her game. She can rebound, shoot, pass, dunk, set picks, all that. Lock up. I'm like, Dad, go on. My mom, I love the way Spike used her in the show, and I wish they would have kept going. It's and I love my mom's taste and her ability to spot false moments, and I really appreciate that. Um, my father, look, what don't I like about it? Everything he does? It's like he has this ability to be. He doesn't even. You can't even like leading man, character actor, and then the anomaly. Like he can do it all. He can do it all.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
and everything he does, I'm into.
Well, man, everything you've done, I've been into. I love the elements you have from a Christopher Nolan to a Spike Lee to this director. Like, I feel like you got a great mix of interaction and building. You as an actor, and Peter Berg with Baller. Like, you've been doing such great work, and I just can't wait to see all the stuff that's ahead of you. And this is a great picture to just have you and Zendaya on film. Two actors that are great. I really loved it, and I wish for all the great stuff to come to you. That's coming your way.
Appreciate
Thanks
you.
for taking the time, and I can't wait till we see each other on the other side of this pandemic. And
Yeah,
keep on doing it, man. We'll keep on watching and supporting you, bro.
appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. All right.
Thank you. All right, peace.